All right, let's talk about something that's totally changing the game for SEO. We're going to dive into how a really powerful AI tech is pushing us past just thinking about keywords and into the world of understanding meaning. We'll even walk through how you can build a system that gets what your content is truly about, and believe me, it can revolutionize your entire strategy. So, let's get into it.
First things first, let's start with a classic problem. A puzzle that I'm sure drives every single content strategist in SEO absolutely crazy. The nightmare of internal linking.
Okay, picture this. Your website has hundreds, maybe even thousands of articles. You've just finished a brilliant new piece, and now you have to find the best, most relevant pages to link to. How on earth do you do that? And not just once, but perfectly, every single time. It's a huge, huge scaling problem.
I mean, the old way? You know the drill. It's all manual searches, complicated spreadsheets, and just guessing with keywords. It's slow, the results are all over the place, and it's impossible to scale. But the new way, the AI way, it's a completely different story. It is unbelievably fast. It's surgically precise because it's based on actual meaning, and it's built to handle literally any amount of content you throw at it.
So what's the secret sauce here? What's the magic behind this AI approach? Well, the answer is a technology called vector databases. Let's pull back the curtain and break down what that really means. It all kicks off with this really cool concept called a vector embedding. Now, stay with me here. This is where an AI model reads a piece of text, could be a word, a sentence, or your whole article, and it translates the meaning of that text into a long list of numbers. We call that a vector. And this isn't random. It's a rich mathematical fingerprint of what the text is actually about.
Here's a simple way to think about it. It's like giving every single article you've ever written its own unique coordinate on a giant, complex map. But this map isn't organized by country or city, it's organized purely by meaning. So articles that talk about similar things end up being really close neighbors on the map.
And that's exactly where a vector database comes in. It's like a superpowered library designed to store all of these meaning-based coordinates. So when you give it a new coordinate, say for the term SEO tools, it doesn't just look for those exact words. Nope, it instantly finds its nearest neighbors on that map, the articles whose meanings are the most similar. It's brilliant.
Okay, the theory is really powerful, I get it. But how do we actually put this to work? Let's get our hands dirty and walk through the steps to build our very own AI linking assistant. It's actually a pretty straightforward 4-step recipe. First, you just export your content from your CMS. Easy enough. Second, you feed that text to an AI model to create those vector embeddings for every article. Third, you load all those vectors into your database. And finally, this is the magic moment. You give it a keyword, it turns that into a vector, and boom, it instantly finds the best match in your entire library.
Now hold on, here is a massive pro tip. Instead of creating a vector from the entire full text of an article, which can sometimes get a little messy and dilute the core topic, you get much, much better results by combining just the title and the meta description. Think about it. They're the perfect, concise summary of what your article is all about, and that makes for a way more precise vector.
And this is what it looks like in action. You type in SEO tools, and the system spits back the most relevant article with a similarity score, in this case, 0.85, which is a really strong match. And look how it just gets it. TikTok finds the TikTok article. SEO consultant finds the article about hiring an expert. It's just intuitive.
So what we have is already a total game changer. But what if we can make it even smarter? Let's see how we can crank this thing up to the pro level and get even more precise.
We can do that by bringing in the big guns, Google's Vertex AI. Using one of their models unlocks a really powerful new feature that takes this whole thing up a notch.
The key advantage here, the secret weapon, is something called task types. This helps the AI understand the intent behind what you're doing. Are you trying to store a document, or are you trying to find one? That little distinction, it turns out, makes a world of difference for accuracy. So here's how it works, and it's actually pretty brilliant. When you're adding your articles into the database, you tell the AI the task is a retrieval_document. Simple. But when you're searching for a link using a keyword, you tell it the task is a retrieval_query. By doing this, you're telling the AI to create slightly different vectors, one optimized for being found and one optimized for finding things. It's a small change that dramatically improves your results.
Okay, so why are we geeking out about all this? Because this is so much bigger than just a fancy tool for finding links. This technology fundamentally changes how we can even think about content strategy as a whole.
Remember that match score we saw? It's called a cosine similarity score, and a perfect match is a 1.0. For the first time, this gives you a hard number, a real metric, to measure how semantically relevant your content is to any keyword or topic. It's like a report card for relevance.
And once you have that score, a whole new universe of strategic possibilities opens up. You can test an article's relevance before you even hit publish. You can find out if that long, fluffy intro is actually diluting your main point and hurting your score. You could even vectorize a competitor's top-ranking article and see how your score stacks up against theirs. I mean, the applications here are just huge.
At the end of the day, this is the big takeaway. We are moving out of an era where we're just trying to match keywords on a page. We are now entering an era where we can strategically match the fundamental meaning of our content to the true intent of our audience.
So this isn't just about finding links anymore, is it? It's about understanding your entire content universe in a completely new light. It gives you a new lens to find hidden connections, to spot content gaps, and to build a much more powerful, interconnected experience for your users. The only question left is, now that you can search by meaning, what will you discover?